Hey, what's up, everybody? We are 3 days out from in-game 2020. Jeez, I mean, it's just 3 days. Hey, 72 hours. I just thought about that. Yep, we're 72 hours out from in-game 2020, and maybe not a damn thing happens. We all go to sleep. If I make it to the, I'm surprised I made it this far, to be honest. I really am. But if we all go to sleep December 31st and we all wake up January 1st, we can all say, well, it was the end of something, but it wasn't the end of the simulation. And I said before, I could be wrong about the simulation too. The other possibility is that there are aliens. It's going to get loud here, I'm sorry. I'm going over tracks. The other possibility is a very good, compelling one too, as well. And in fact, I was watching old videos and stuff that I was saying, and you know, there are times that I watch my videos and I don't even recognize myself speaking. Like, I don't even know. I'm literally listening as if I'm just observing, and I don't even know. I don't recognize myself. That's just so bizarre. It's bizarre, but it would answer part of that alien stuff too. I mean, we could be 172 people could be either being selected from this planet, and that's one of the reasons why I try to stay away from the alien thing, intervention stuff with all that, and it's more probable of the simulation, because what if there's 172 people that are selected from the Earth because of the Earth is going to be extinct? So, like, when a lot of people run around going, oh yeah, all excited about, you know, the alien thing and stuff like that, man, you have no idea what you're dealing with other than mostly fantasies from television. And that's really what it comes down to. What if there's 172 of us that are preoccupied by aliens that are kind of living through us? And it's gonna sound weird, like what's his name said on that movie Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna make some weird shit when he was on Ego. But I know it's gonna sound very weird, but what if there are 172 aliens that are observing through, you know, 172 human beings to see, you know, to observe and see how things went wrong before mass extinction? I mean, you ever think of that possibility? You know, that the fact that, because here's the thing, 172 is definitely an important number. It's bizarre, I know it is, but, you know, 172 people's lives were extinguished in 1972. It's spontaneous abortions. Even that itself, spontaneous abortions, is very very weird thing. And then in 2019 up until 2020, there are 172 people in Alcor, in cryostasis. Now, how would that matter with the fact of being in a simulation or being observed by aliens? Well, it's a possibility that 172 of you are cryostasis, frozen in pods, and that the world may have humans all went extinct, but the only thing that they could salvage to see what happened on this planet was through finding frozen people in the pods. That's not unheard of. We found, you know, preserved dinosaurs and stuff. So that could be a possibility. God, it's, I mean, nobody wants that. You know, nobody really wants that. But, you know, I know everybody fantasizes about the alien thing, because a lot of people would just think, you know, and it makes me want to vomit, to be honest, when I hear people say that, ooh, you know, oh, I want to go someplace else because, you know, like some aliens are going to just, you know, take care of your ass because you deserve it. And it's just like, what have you done to earn it? Not a damn thing. You haven't done anything to earn anything. But you think that you deserve some alien species to come, because why? Because you're a good person? That still is not enough. that still is not enough. Just because you're a good person and you want to hug trees and you want to be lovey-dovey with everything and love everyone in the universe, I'm sorry, that's not enough. What have you done to deserve alien intervention? For them to intervene and come in and take you away. And you don't even know where the hell you're going. You have no idea. For all I know, there's 172 human beings on a spaceship somewhere, which is kind of weird because how much I love, my van and how I designed it to be like a spaceship, and I feel comfortable. And people will say, how can you live in it? I love it. I feel comfortable. And there's like people who cannot live such a tight space like that, and yet they think that they fantasize of being the Mandalorian and being out in the spaceship out in space. It's like, that's tight quarters. I mean, it's the same freaking thing. It's not as tight as a van, but it's pretty damn tight too, a small spaceship. But I mean, it's a possibility that we're hurling through space in a, and I know this is like far out there on another whole freaking, mindset, but it definitely, the 172 spontaneous abortions, 172 people who are frozen in cryostasis. And then I was just watching that video a little while ago that I posted about a week ago or so. It was on December 14th. I'm sorry, I know the exact date was December 14th. Last time man landed on the moon. And December 14th, last time man left the moon in 1972. And December 14th, 2020, the number 172 popped up from and I thought before I said it was a magnetic pole. It wasn't the magnetic pole shift. Go back and watch the video. The guy said that it was a 172 density that's never been recorded in history. 172 density. And then I started thinking about Alex Collier, and I don't know if I posted a thing where he was talking about the different densities of aliens and how there's different. I'll have to post. I'll find it. I'll post a little bit more of him up, and him talking about the different densities. I'll post. There's also some other things I missed too. Some stuff for Jordan Maxwell that I wanted to post. I'm just going to do little short, quick clips where he's talking about the English language, which is something that was like real important. But I was so tired and worked so hard on that video yesterday, and I didn't get to sleep until after 1 o'clock in the morning, and I get back up at 4, so I was up 3 hours later, and I was like trying to get that video out, and it just, so by the time I got to the end of it, I was just like, yeah, okay, and I was like just finding certain clips where I was like, I didn't even bother editing them, or I'm like, yeah, this is good enough, and I just had to put it up there so I could get the point across. But I will post another video up here real quick of some of the stuff that he's saying that I want you guys to hear. A couple of things from, let me explain something real fast before I get on to that real quick. Alex Collier, all 4 of those men come from they have different perspective, different backgrounds. I'm sorry, they'll have the same perspective, but all different agendas, different backgrounds. Alex Collier's thing is that he actually lived with an alien civilization called the Andromedans, and so that's where his message is coming from. Carl Sagan, one of the greatest scientific minds in history, that's where his background comes from. Jordan Maxwell, he has studied the occult and all religious texts, and I think he even speaks some Hebrew and all kinds of stuff. That is where his background is. And then you have David Icke, and David Icke's background is he was a news reporter who one day was sitting on a hill somewhere, if I can remember the story correctly, and there was an enlightenment moment that happened to him where something was speaking to him. And then he walked away from being a somebody who was a prominent person in the media to talk about expose all the things that were going on that nobody else was talking about, and he was ridiculed and laughed at, and now it became very famous about the things he was talking about. So all 4 of them come from completely different backgrounds, but if you really listen to them, they're almost all have the same perspective on all the same message, the same things. So it's wild. And my background is completely different, and I'm nowhere near in the level of those guys at all, and I don't even try to be, and I'm not looking for any. In fact, I think and my background is of a warrior mindset, which you guys already know that. So, but my perspective is the same perspective as theirs. I grew up having to fight all my life, and then for the last 20 years of learning martial arts and creating a system, the Scorpion system of martial arts, and getting rid of all the. But anyhow, it's not about me, and that's not what I. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a 12-minute video because I'm actually about to get something to eat here. If you guys have any questions, any at all, like right now, you need to tag them to this video so I can get them, so I can do a video tomorrow to answer any questions that you guys have. If I don't have the answers, of course, I'm not gonna just make shit up. But any questions you guys have, because we're literally 3 days out, 72 hours out. There's that, and what else? Oh, and today I am going to be releasing a whole bunch of old back footage videos, some that were up and I took them down, and I'm gonna put them back up. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna post up a bunch of old videos today, so you guys will have a lot of footage to watch for the next couple days before I get the main one out. But yeah, get up as much as, put up as many comments as you guys, as much questions you guys have, and I'll answer them. All right, and I'm out.
I'm gonna make some weird shit.